parchment paper. In today's video, I'm gonna take you through my weekly meal planning process, and Kai is eating right here, so you might hear him talking a little bit. I've never really been much of a meal prepper. It just seems like way too much work to like chop and, I don't know, slice everything for the entire week. Unless I need to do something like the night before or the morning of for a recipe, I don't do that, but I love sitting down once a week, it's always Monday, and planning out breakfast, dinner, and sometimes lunch. We normally do leftovers for lunch, so that's why I normally don't need to plan that for the entire week. And because I do this, I almost never find myself scrambling around at night asking myself, what are we gonna do for dinner? And usually I'm able to go to the grocery store just once a week, and then that's it. I'm done for the entire week. So I wanted to show you what that looks like for me, because I think that meal planning can sound kind of daunting if you've never done it before, but it is really so simple and it eliminates so much stress from your week, especially as a mom. If this is your first time here, I'm Amber. I make Kinda Crunchy motherhood and lifestyle videos. If you like that sort of content, please hit that little subscribe button down below. I'd love to have you here more often, and it really helps out my channel. Like I said, my meal plan and grocery day is Monday, so I plan from Monday night to Monday morning of the following week, and I go grocery shopping on Monday as well so that I can just get everything done and not need to worry about anything for the rest of the week. First things first, I keep a running grocery list on my phone using the Reminders app. My husband actually showed me this and I love it. It actually has like a little grocery section, and when you add new items, it automatically categorizes them for you so that when you're at the grocery store, you're not just like running around back and forth. Like, it makes your grocery shopping experience more efficient. And then as you check off items, after like 3 or 4 seconds, it'll go ahead and delete it automatically. So your grocery list is getting shorter as well, which I would say also makes you a little bit more efficient once you're there. I like to keep it on my phone because usually you have your phone near you almost at all times. So if I notice anything throughout the week that needs to be added, I'll go ahead and just add it. But then I sit down on Monday and I add probably the bulk of the items. It usually takes me about 30 to 40 minutes. Okay, so once my son goes down for his nap, I usually pull out about 3 or 4 cookbooks. I really love to use cookbooks essentially for meal inspo because I don't like to have the same meals over and over and over. So cookbooks are great. They also help me stay organized because I can like lay them out as opposed to just having a million tabs open on my phone. I do sometimes use Pinterest or just like the internet, but more often than not, I'm using my cookbooks. I flip through my cookbooks and I pick out usually about 4 dinner recipes for the week. Keep in mind that we're a family of 3, so if you have a bigger family, then you might need more than that, or you might need to like double some recipes. And I actually find myself needing to double a good amount of recipes, even with us just being a family of 3. If you don't have any cookbooks or a lot of cookbooks, the one that I recommend that I feel like everyone needs is the America's Test Kitchen cookbook. That book is so big. It has tons of recipes in it, and I feel like the recipes are just really easy to follow and the instructions are super clear. I'm not using it this week, but I actually just used it last week for like a biscotti recipe and they turned out really good. So if you don't have cookbooks, that is the one that I think you should get first. As I'm going through recipes, I'm writing down in my calendar, which is also on my phone, which day we're going to have each meal, and then I'm also adding any ingredients that we don't have to that running grocery list. And if there's anything that I'm not sure if we have or not, I just go ahead and add it and put a question mark next to it so that I know once I'm finished with all of this to go through the pantry and the fridge and see if we actually have those items or not. I mostly just do this for our dinners because I've been trying to keep our breakfasts relatively simple during the week, and then usually on Friday or Saturday or Sunday I'll make something a little bit more extravagant out of one of the cookbooks. And for lunch we almost always have leftovers, so if there's any day that I know we're not gonna have a lot of leftovers, I'll plan out something for lunch, but that's pretty rare. I also try as much as possible to find recipes that include ingredients that we might already have on hand and recipes that have some of the same ingredients, because when you have a recipe that calls for like cilantro or something like that, you have to buy a whole bundle of cilantro, but you're probably not going to use the whole thing for just that recipe. So to make sure that we are reducing waste and saving as much money as possible, I try to make sure that we use all of the ingredients that we purchase. This process can take a little bit of time, but I really appreciate the fact that I only need to go to the grocery store just one time during the week, and then I also don't need to think any more about what we're gonna have for breakfast, lunch, or dinner for the rest of the week. Okay, now that I'm done making the grocery list, I'm just gonna really quickly go through the pantry and fridge to see if we already have any of those question mark items. Then when Kai wakes up, we're gonna go to the grocery store. When we come back, I'll unload and put everything away. If there's anything that I purchased that I need for dinner, like tonight, I'll usually try to leave that out, or if it's something that needs to be refrigerated, I won't put it away in one of the little drawers because it just makes no sense to take up that space with things that I'm gonna be getting out in a couple of hours. And that's it, super simple. It does feel a little bit like a job the day of, but I've found that planning everything out just takes so much stress out of my week, and it allows for more flexibility actually, because it's easier to move things around if there's ever a day that you kind of don't feel like cooking or something, when you know what you're making or what you're having every single day. So I think meal planning can seem overwhelming if you've never done it before, but my hope is that this showed you how simple and useful it can be to add to your weekly routine, especially if you're someone who frequently finds yourself stressing out over what your family's gonna have for dinner or needing to make several trips to the grocery store every single week. If you did find this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up, and I will catch you in the next one. I hope you're having a beautiful day. Bye!